We're here with one of my coworkers and a very accomplished cartoonist, Wes Oleszewski, creator of Klyde Morris Cartoon. So first off, who's Klyde?
Klyde is an ant who lives in the human world, and no one wants to show him as an ant because they're afraid that they'll offend him, because ants they think is a minority. And so even though there are 40 zillion of them in the world.
And Klyde is related to airplanes in some certain ways. Could you tell me kind of how airplanes intersect with your comics?
I did cartoons about ants when I was in high school. And when I went to Embry-Riddle, I used a few of my cartoons to decorate our dorm room. The guy next door saw it and decided it should be in the student newspaper. So I took it and put it in the student newspaper. It ran and it was a hit. So I had an ant that had been enrolled at the Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University. And they enrolled him because he gave his height in centimeters and he gave his weight in some other form of weight contraption. And they couldn't read it, so they thought he was normal. Klyde progressed from being a student at Embry-Riddle to being a corporate pilot, because I was a corporate pilot at the time. And he flies for the cheapest company in the world called Tawdry Airways. A lot of bad things go on at Tawdry Airways. So that sort of mimics what really goes on in the real world of airlines and air carriers and small, really cheap air carriers.
Where did you get your inspiration from as a kid, growing up? How has your art style changed over the years?
Well, as a kid growing up, I used to put ants on model rockets. And then they would crash horribly, and I would write a cartoon about my disaster. That's how it kind of got going. Over the years, working on the student newspaper, The Avion at Embry-Riddle, the cartoon strip ran all the time, and I had to really work on my spelling and grammar and stuff that the public education system in Saginaw, Michigan didn't care about. And so I had to improve all of that, and it helped me actually working with things. And I established my rhythm of 4 frames, and this is what's going to be in the 4 frames. That's how I worked there. And then lately, as of about 1998, I started doing it on the computer with a Wacom pad and a stylus. And that's the way I work to this day. I do have a big library of images that I can go to, and I'll modify them and make them fit to whatever I want. The cartoon strip appears twice a week on Aero-News Network, and it's usually there on Monday and Friday.
Sounds like a plan. Thanks for your time.
Yep.
Unbridled passion, unequaled performance, unlimited possibilities.
Hartzell Aviation, you are cleared for takeoff.
Introducing Hartzell Aviation, leading general aviation companies united by the Hartzell guiding principle of built on honor, a commitment to uphold the highest standards in quality, performance, and support. Hartzell Propeller, Hartzell Engine Tech, Hartzell Aerospace Welding. We are Hartzell Aviation.
Now boarding at hartzellaviation.com.